What's up everyone, this is Lord Brodyart back with another Final Fantasy XIV video. Today I'm here to talk about a more difficult topic, the state of the 14 developer team. It's no secret that 14 isn't doing very well right now. That's something I've discussed on the channel several times. And as much as I'd like to believe that things can be turned around, I gotta keep it $150 here, brothers. I don't think things can change unless something at Square Enix changes. We're at the point where I'm doubting that this current developer team is either capable or willing to do what needs to be done to fix 14. And that needs to change before 14 itself can. Yoshi P, or Naoki Yoshida, is the director and producer of Final Fantasy XIV, and what is easily its most recognizable developer. Back before A Realm Reborn, he brought the game back from the brink of collapse after its disastrous 1.0 launch. Now, obviously we all know that, so why do I bring it up? I bring it up because that act of saving the game has earned Yoshi P a lot of goodwill in the community. Goodwill that has shielded him from criticism for a while now. Yeah, maybe the game isn't doing amazing, but Yoshi P is the guy who saved 14. How could you say he's doing a bad job? I think that while we can acknowledge that Yoshi P did save 14, we do also have to acknowledge that it has been declining for a while now, all while under his watch. We have to be willing to call out Yoshi P, even if he managed amazing things in the past. And that brings us to what prompted me to make today's video. This is an article covering a recent interview with Yoshi P, where he is responding to dissatisfaction over the state of 14. This part here is what drew my interest. Yoshi P first complains that when he gives us open and honest answers, the community isn't receptive, and also that he and his team are putting in their very best. I'm going to be brutally honest here, brothers. I don't care. I'm sorry, but I don't. I've mentioned it in a previous video, but I'm sick of the apologies and excuses. I'm tired of hearing that they're trying their best while they continue to fail to address obvious issues. This cannot be your best. I refuse to believe that Dawn Trail is the best you can do when this is the same game that made Stormblood and Shadowbringers. You cannot tell me that you thought you were putting your best foot forward when you made Forked Tower, or decided on a patch cycle this long with this little to do. You are either lying to us or lying to yourselves. And that brings me to my point. This attitude from Yoshi P needs to change. The attitude that they are doing their best. The attitude that they cannot do better and we should just accept whatever bullshit excuse they give us. If we look to the past, we can clearly see that better is very possible. The question I'm wondering is whether this is an issue of the dev team being incompetent or the dev team being unwilling to do what needs to be done. But that's the thing, brothers. We should not have to care. As the customers, that is not something we should need to be concerned with. This is Square Enix and Yoshi P's responsibility to fix, not ours. If Yoshi P and his team are unable to fix 14, then they need to find people who can. If they are unwilling, they need to change their attitude. If they do not, the downward trend that 14 is in will continue. Something has to change. I know that some people are going to defend Yoshi P and say that I'm just hating on him or I'm just grifting. I'm not. I want 14 to improve and reverse the trend it's been on since Endwalker. However, I also need to keep it straight and honest as I always do. I'm not going to pretend like there is still good reason to trust him and to let him cook. He has been cooking, and most of us really don't like what he ended up making. I'm not making this video because I want to see 14 crash and burn. I'm making it because I want to see the game I loved return. And the more time goes on, the more it becomes apparent that this will never happen if Yoshi P continues to pretend that this is the best he and his dev team can do. It's not. They need to aspire to do better, and the potential is likely still there, as they used to do just that. Anyways, that's it for today's video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.